Let's fight. A very good evening to each and every one of you folks. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. We trust that you guys are good. We trust that you guys are well. May to start. The Permanent Secretary, May Tusa Thomas. That's what I said. When we speak, we spoke. That's what we said, folks. Who's joining us tonight? Who will be ring with us? I know y'all fast. Don't pretend y'all am fast. Great to have each and every one of you. Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button for us as well. Good to see each and every one of you on the live tonight. Good to see you. Share, share, share. Smash that emoji button as well. If you got your freedom, if you ain't got a bad name, you better thank your lucky stars. A lot of people not like you tonight. A lot of people got a lot of things hanging over their head. May Tusa Thomas. When we speak, we spoke. We have to flush out some people. You see corruption in this country? We gotta flush it out. Don't blame them. Walterine, Wilton, somebody said God don't sleep. I said somebody said God don't sleep. I want May, you know. I said, May, you got to pick your battles. You're looking 10 out here, May. Your name calling. Visa revoke. WhatsApps. Visa revoke like nothing. Charles, Kevin, the angry Xander, you're such a fast people out here tonight. A whole set of fast people. Y'all come to hear stories. Some of y'all ain't see a long time. Lola George, how you doing? Mario Bella, how you doing too? Wilton Blue, Des Ben, good to have you. Des Ben, Wilton, Paula Pollard, good to have all of you on the live, all the places we're going through to. Good to see each and every one of you folks. Share it live for us, Charles and Roger, Wilton, and I see is it Delrose. I see Brennan is here too, and Carol and all the other good folks. Yeah. May to Sean Thomas, May. Hear me resting nicely at home. Yeah, we can all take a break sometimes, you know. We could all, there's the end of our career in the public service. You think the Americans just come around me funny and they don't have the back ends? I better start talking with y'all know. I better start talking what you know. Maybe better start talking. I ain't getting into yet, you know. I'm warming up Leon. German Griffith. German, I better talk with a no. Since May was stopped in New York and the visa was revoked, Jack, you don't know why she was revoked, why the visa was revoked. But I tell the public, well, Americans tell us today. The Americans told us today, make a lash. I'm using Lash Mae broadly. The US Lash Mae in June. Corrupt PPP. May was recently elected into the inner sanctum of the PPP. Where she knows Jack your secret and he knows hers. Better start talking where you know. I'm telling you, folks, watch what I'm telling you. Bossman, Karen, I know some of them are going to land foreign, as my Rasta brothers would say. They're going to land foreign and get a rendition right into our orange suit. But that can take job, your complexion real nice. I know May's a hot girl already. The orange will take you real nice. She was just elected into the inner sanctum of the PPP. You think that's a fluke? That's because May knows where the dead bodies are buried, Asher. Got free, called Providence, and I ain't start talking the things yet. May, to South Thomas. This is what we gotta do, Jack you the PPP and the corruption. Jack you the PPP and the corruption. Oh, they think they're gonna wine and dine this US ambassador and she can tolerate the nonsense? Business. Day one, year one. Folks, we inside the open here. If you all know our broadcast, you all know where we're going tonight. May to South Thomas. We gotta flush out corruption in this country. Flush out Jack Dio. chief architect of the miasma that this country is in. Wicked, stink, dirty. And we got some foreign and domestic at home and abroad that we got to deal with. Hold on, man. Hold on. I want to keep your attention on this tonight. I want to keep your attention on this because we got some jagabats and some trench crappers. We got some sellouts. We got some hinderers of progress. All right. Let me see. Folks, as we begin tonight, we got to fight card set. I feel like calling some names. We got to fight card set. Once you come in this country, folks. Welcome in the rain, good folks. Share the live. Smash that emoji button, folks. Smash. My God. Smash that emoji button. Please, don't do us like that. We ain't come out here to waste time. Valid, credible information. She was right there. You think things going down in this country, Jack? You don't know? You think so? Remember, so in the living room, Jack, I am the government side. I give the support. Suicide over here. He gets all the support. He makes all the arrangements. Some of y'all can touch down. Simple place like Trinidad troops. The guy with y'all. Why you lock back your hand now, Irfan? Lock back your hand now. And why you shout to this one? Lock it back. What taps? Lock it back. Come out to this one. Oh, you can launch investigation. Folks, we got some things to talk about. They open, lock back the hand now. Lock and chat. As I heard one colleague said, lock and chat. Get out of this one. Folks, Paul Slow know the whole thing. And Jagrio commented on a lot of things. You better get fitted for Orange. A lot of things. The activists, Kadaki Amsterdam, a lot of things he's not supposed to be commenting about. But the things that should concern these jagabats and trench crappers, these tadpoles and cricketers, it's not concerning them. I set for y'all tonight. You know, some of y'all in this country think people easy. Some of y'all think people easy. I set for y'all. That being said, folks, you open up. Paul Slow know the whole thing but them. Jack the police force, the whole pack of them.
Retired Assistant Police Commissioner Paul Slow said that Vice President Barra Jaggia was out of order when he uttered comments about the charge raised by commentator Kidaki Amsterdam.
Mr. Amsterdam is charged. His innocence or guilt has to be decided by a court of law. It is grossly improper for the Vice President at a press conference to be commenting on the nature of the charge and all that. And also saying that the police were too slow. He made similar comments. I reported a thing with Winston Jordan, where the Vice President issued a dog whistle, said that he was disappointed that Soku had not taken action against Mr. Jordan.
He said that a short time after Vice President Jagdio's observation, the police rushed to charge Jordan.
In 2010, I made a comment that I was disappointed that a particular officer was dismissed from the force, having been granted a scholarship to go and do a master's degree, and they claimed that he absent. I said that I was disappointed. Ramsey Sr., Charles Ramsey Sr. was the Attorney General then, sued me. I said that the matter was sub judice, the matter was before the court, and I should not have commented on the matter, even though I did not comment on the merits.
They said that this was akin to Animal Farm, different applications for different people. He revisited the press conference hosted by the Vice President. Jagdio compared the alleged comments by Kidaki Amsterdam to one made against then-President David Granger. No one was charged, according to Jagdio.
There was a full-fledged commission of inquiry. A lot of policemen lost their jobs, basically, for that.
He lies so much that I really don't listen. It aggravates me. And policemen last, they walk, lie.
The second speaker was Paul Slow.
In the matter with President Granger, around 2017, I think it was, right? A man went to the office of the president and he complained to the office of the president that a businessman by the name of Nazim Khan had approached him to kill Granger. Not a single policeman. Silal Prasad, who was a commissioner, and who intervened. He was on leave at the time. Ram Narayan, whose board is today, was carrying on the functions of commissioner. Silal intervened unknowing to Ram Narayan and instructed Prem Narayan to send the man on bail. And after the inquiry, the evidence felt that he had made his continuation in the office untenable, and I recommend it to you're going to see it in the report, those of you who want it. I recommended that he should be asked to resign, or in the absence of a letter of resignation from him, that they should invoke Article 212 with a view to removing him from office. That was not done.
Slow said that he conducted the commission of inquiry and he made some recommendations.
Blanham, who was the crime chief, I recommended that he should be removed because he showed gross incompetence. The commission then removed him. Others who were removed were people like Caesar at Major Crime, same Prem Narayan, Laundry, and all of those people, Patamba. They were all removed because of glaring incompetence in this matter. Commissioner of Police had them removed.
Slow said that the present government recalled all these officers. He said that during the commission of inquiry, all parties had legal representation.
A leader who is planning for the future from both PNC and Guyana.
A leader that will take everybody forward, united.
A leader who's prepared to work for the people.
Is a Manza for me.
Is a Manza for me.
Is a Manza for me. That was a paid political act.
Yeah, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. I need to know money got for make, folks. Money got to make. Moving attack, I can't meet fast enough. So I really want to come to. Let's pick up on a couple of things we're following around the world, good folks, and then we can circle back to May. US Lash Mae in June. Yeah, let's proper lash in there. A lot of things we gotta flush out in this country. Who vex? Guilty. You saw the Americans as well? You father can be the president. Oh, they launch an investigation to see the veracity of these. Who is investigating the US? They got it gall. They're right here, they don't know who killed paper shirts. Next door by here, Finale House. Next door by State House. Is Americans they want to investigate? Or give me a break. Hunter Biden, y'all see how I just giddy for this thing here now? Giddy up. Hunter Biden guilty. Well, Uncle Sam's coming for you. All are equal before the law. We could use some of that kind of democracy here. All are equal before the law. That's how we got it. All are equal before the law. Who vex? Now they're telling us that Hunter Biden is guilty of a number of things. He bought a gun. He was not supposed to do that. 3 felony counts, they tell us, related to purchasing a handgun while being on the under the influence and the user of crack cocaine. You ever like some of this kind of justice that is blind? Whether you're rich or you're poor, right is right and wrong is wrong. Andrew Griffith, Faye Landry, Michelle and Jacqueline and all the others, Kendra Sears. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Kendra said, money got for Meg. Yeah, Yanet, Madu and everybody. When we speak, we spoke. Kyle, Yvette, Carl Providence, Enid, Leon, Annette, Wenda. Oh, you're gonna see more ads. You don't matter with that. If you got an ad you want to show up, business you want to advertise, I there with you. We got some of the best rates. Rock and come in. You think it's running water? Some people feel you should do it for free, you know. You should do it for free. Just come out here, present information to people, interview, go all over the place, get violent credible for free. I want to thank those folks who partner with us. One way or the next, folks. Hunter Biden. 3 felony counts. Yeah, purchasing a handgun while using cocaine. Look, like accidents is a fad now. And like planes fall out of the sky. Come to the black box here. You think it's one thing this government do wrong? You think it's one sin they got? Oh my God. Multitude. You think it's one demon they got? No, it's legion. Malawi's vice president was killed in a chopper crash. A plane crash, folks. Yep, in a plane crash. I'm getting my notes right now. Malawi's vice president, looks like Salos Chulema, died in a plane crash. The plane was supposed to arrive at a certain destination, and when it didn't get there, the folks decided they were going to launch an investigation to see what had detained the plane, only to find out that Salus Chalema, along with 9 other passengers, had been killed in a plane crash. Yep, that's what we're learning. Malawi, beautiful country, plane just falling out of the sky. You all remember it started there in Russia? Yevgeny Prigozhin, you all remember him? Plane fell out of the sky. Remember he started a march with his soldiers on Moscow? And he and Putin had a little arrangement. He said he can go to Belarus and all that. Plane fell out of the sky. So, whoops. Just like that. Plane just fall out of the sky. And then we had, who we had? Who was the most recent one we had? Before we get to the most recent one, what was the most recent one we had? Watching for that. We had the GDF. This 5 of our servicemen died. Jackie, you all in shame. Even you all in shame. You can look good in yellow. 3,000 folks have already said, you can look good in orange. Rather, you know how you feel like calling wrong color. You can look good in orange. Like this tie is orange. You can look good in orange. You can fit your complexion. And so, put up the color your eye. You look good in orange. We had 5 servicemen that we still waiting on the black box. We still waiting for the investigation in the black box. And then Glenford got it. The Iranian president went down. Just like that. Planes just falling out of the sky. Gotta be careful there. Look like a terrible time for war leaders. Flying, a terrible time flying. They gotta watch that. Might want to park a little bit and walk. Abigail might want to park that big jet a little bit and walk. How they haven't doing? Yes, Lash Mae in June. She get lash. They got some little chihuahuas and get lash just, don't they? Watch and see. They got some other little chihuahuas go and get lash. Because them boys telling us, look story here now. A lot of things happening. A lot of things happening in the Caribbean. We don't know this, you know. We don't know this. A lot of things are happening in the Caribbean. Look, right outside the shore. Big power, high precision weapons being tested. It's where they parked the submarines recently. It's Cuba. Big submarines. Drills. This thing is real, you know. And while these guys mean business, them boys in the PP, the corrupt PPP, they're lock and track business. They're lock and track business. And look what's happening. People right in my backyard. Right in my backyard. Look, we want to hear one thing from them. We don't want to hear one thing from them. Pop. Whole pack. Look. Remember the Russians said they're sending some ships? They said they're out in the Atlantic doing drills. Out in the Atlantic doing drills, but they're close by. They're right next door. Watch for it. Watch for it, folks. High precision weapons practice. How do those weapons train? Everybody, you ever wonder about that? I wonder is where these weapons train. You know, if I'm going to do, they could put you on the bow of a speedboat, let you run out that so lock and check. Scare them away. Lock and check here, fun. Scare them off. Madness in this country. Whole pack of madness. Yep, moving on, folks. I want to get to where I want to go. Quickly. Oh my God, we still got more? We got to find the people who put these things together. Oh, look what's happening in Jamaica. Burgeoning health crisis. Right? A lot of cancer patient. This is the thing that took my aunt. Oh, we saw her disappear before our eyes. Burgeoning health crisis in Jamaica. Increasing number of Jamaicans, young Jamaicans too, you know. Right? Young Jamaicans. We got a country that frighten young people. We got a country that frighten young people. They want to walk you like a slave, but you mustn't get nothing. They want to kill you before your time, but you mustn't get nothing. We got a country that frighten young people. And then we put a couple young ones in there, lock and check. Business, stop it, nonsense. You have to look nice in orange suit. Burgeoning health crisis. Watch yourselves, folks. Take your health seriously. Please and thank you. I got a little ball in my hand right now watching. Like everybody send something. Health crisis in Jamaica, folks. Well, now it's maybe everybody on there. Now is where we there, where we be, where we at. Welcome, folks. Once you come in to 592, it's never an easy day. Who with me tonight? Who with us? 3,200 and counting, folks, of you. Something y'all are here with me. We'll make a lash in June. The US last year. What ups? The luck and check me. She like it. She like it, my God. This is a fall. I was on this program and I said, May, you gotta choose. You want to be a sweet girl? You want corruption? Or you want to be a public servant? Work for this thing. Work your way up. You know, some of them joking themselves out so quick. Or they would never, ever be back where you are. You better make the best of it. You better make the best of it. Some way too cozy with the PPP. I ain't got no friends in the PPP. I ain't got no friends with corruption. None whatsoever. Pack your bags and go. All of y'all, you better measure yourself for the orange suits. They come in rendition. Jag your flight done, man. You're bold and you're brave. Flight now. Zoom the ground with you straight to Alcatraz. Guantanamo or something like that. Flight now, the man. You're big and bad. You know you are. Come for me. Bite one of y'all. Let's punch in the throat. Come for me. That's what I want you to do. Come for me. Flush out y'all. All y'all corruption. Tell for them. We got some enemies. Foreign and domestic. That's what I want to tell you. I'm ready for them. I'm ready for them. Let's fight. Choose a champion or fight. So instead of wimpy people crying out all the time, let's fight, man. Choose a champion and let me fight. You answer not me? Americans on each shop already. The Lash Mae in June. Respect to the manners. Look what happened here. These EMTs recently installed in Barbados. That's a good thing. Respect and manners to y'all. And they came to the rescue of a pregnant mother quite recently. I like that. I like that. People got to work in this country. There's too much people want freeness, want handouts. Too many people want hampers. Stop it. Stop it. Please and thank you. But these lovely EMS, EMT, emergency medical services technicians, you can frame it however you want to frame it. But you call, you dial the number, the people come. Right? Sometimes. In this case, they responded quite nicely. We can get praise with praise. You know, we can get stifled with conscience. I cannot promise we're going to do it. I ain't going to do it. I think I die with some heavy heart, some sclerosis of the liver or something like that. Not me. Don't come wrong with funny. So I really want to say congrats and well done to these EMTs who are called to a critical situation. You see, rendered some assistance, and this young lady was able to get the kind of help. When you call, people must answer you. This government has too much of a thing with that. They don't respond. Don't respond in a timely manner at all. You see, we'll be happy that these folks in Region 6, these EMTs attached to the New Amsterdam fire station, called a critical situation on Saturday around 7:39, June 8th. The crew responded and successfully assisted in a delivery. Yeah. Lord saying, come into this world. You come in, your hand, your foot, your side, and you can make it. God say you can make it, you can make it. And some of y'all feel in the Lord. Some of y'all feel in Jesus because the corruption. You see, you got the flag, disgracing the flag of this country. Some people working very hard, like these EMTs, and then they got some others. There's a big disgrace on the waist to the whole country. You know what we got to do with them? You know we got to do with them? Please and thank you, Siobhan and Sporry Lee. You know what we got to do with them? Well, I don't talk now. Especially next time. Who next, man? Who next? We know everything. We know everything. Them boys get both. Oh, this is one going to carry me. Huh? Is this one to fetch me home today? Them boys get both. Huh? It's going to fetch in the boat though. When you see ambulance passing, sirens blazing outrider, you know smuggle chicken going in. You think it's May taking in after this news that she get lashed by the US today in June. May get lashed in June. You think it's May the kind? No, smuggle chicken. It's marijuana. It's all kind of illicit, wicked, stinking, dirty things that this administration is involved in. Who vex? I put in some of y'all on notice. Armed and dangerous. I come in. I'm ready facts just to get it right. Because some of y'all the thing is I threaten the state and all now. You see? I'm ready facts. I'm ready truth. We can defeat y'all at the ballot. I think we can do it in a democratic way. Is this the boat that carry me? The power ship empowering. The runway lights and lighting. Then next thing you know, this boat, you can hear something. The boat and boating. Wait for it, folks. Not what I say. I say wait for it. Who no. The people got a patrol boat. Wicked, stink, and dirty. It's here I want to land. It's here I want to land. The people said they get patrol boat and they're boosting, they're assisting. It's a whole bunch of stuff, man. It's a whole wicked, stink, and dirty. Me too, son. I said me. I'm hearing a lot of things, me. Put yourself together, me. Me didn't want to hear. I got that big jumpsuit for your friend, though. Big one. I said, me, calm down yourself. Calm down yourself. Not me. Please and thank you. She more bold, she more broad. Folks, the rise and fall of May Tucson. May Tucson. Rise and... Remember scripture. It's not place to remember scripture. You know? The God saw Satan fall like lightning. That's what we're witnessing before our very eyes. What do you think is happening here? It's like lightning. Once untouchable. USA, who? If Hunter Biden can be touched, who is you? Me, what you know? Listen, let's make this easy. How little nephew when broccoli do something wrong, say, Uncle, I tell you the real truth. Uncle, I tell you the real truth. Step forward, me. Step forward. The PPP, wicked, who vex. Y'all sharing the life, y'all just come here for here. What's the session tonight? Who we fighting tonight? Who is we biting? Who we punching in the throat? Please and tell, you know, I watch some people, I smile at them. I smile at them. I smile. Hello, they talk like me, got a lot of things going for you. Flush them out. Flush them out. I see some of them someday, and I said, Lord, thank you for saving me. You got hike like me and lead into some people. You know, I watch some of them. I turn them upside down 10 times in my mind, you know. Come back from 10. Say, Lord, you better, Father of his mercies. The wicked came down today. You think it's one thing to do? Look what we do in this country. Since them boys take over. Miss Good Governance. None of them ain't seen, you know. Hickens, Good Governance lady. None of them ain't seen. You remember the Guyana fuel racket? The big story, the big cook-up. Somebody was, the bypass the main producer. They got to fall a small fish. A small fry in the pond. They get the thing from he and from the 10 cents a barrel. Let's say it's 10 cents. Let's say it's $10. It's really 6. But they said they're going to do it for 10 and one get 2 and one get another $2 and something's a big cook-up show. You remember that? Well, the man who used to, we had the guy, boy, you know, heading guy Suko. So you know where they're going? The gas to show racket. The price of the gas to show. This PP government every day. Guy Suko racket. Land allocation. Remember they're selling out land. One woman got 5 pieces. I see some ministers in this country come into some untold wealth. I hear right now, some of them get a flashlight in the backyard bearing gold. They're bearing US currency, hundreds of thousands of millions. Right? You can go by some of them houses, you see a big mountain in the backyard. I say, don't bother with that. Don't bother with that. You can say, look, Bauchi, what's this thing here now? This mountain right in the backyard. Everyone say, you don't bother with that. It's very thing, you know. Medical supplies racket. There's a rackets government. A rackets government. We saw before our own eyes. You remember the PPC the other day? Boardness, contract rackets. Since the 2nd of August 2020, COVID catch grant, Sheikh Dalmud, Al Maktoum, you remember he? He come here to talk about water, exporting water from me. Next thing you know, he bringing in COVID vaccine. Oh, he finds some pakus, some lack and check pakus, and he busts the box. So what taps? Mining quarry racket, road construction racket, medical supplies. Oh my God. Government by rackets. Government by rackets. I want y'all know the whole thing is not only me. There's a lot of them. Well, US government Lash Mae in June. Oh, vex. Shake a lash. You ever get lash? You ever get lash? Winston, you ever get lash? Vashti, Rolinda, you ever get lash? Sabrina Blue, you ever get lash? All right. Malapani, you ever get lash? When they get lash? US government Lash Mae. Folks, talk to me, you I beseech me. I beseech you, then listen. Should anyone hear? No, some people it's got learn by experience, You could talk from now till next year. They're not telling you. Some people, they gotta learn the hard way. And that's a sad thing. You see? Because all of our experience can be to your benefit. But you wanna walk the road hard. You wanna walk the road hard. Well, take it so. Good folks. This lashing. US lash. Set the PPP. I hear people take the afternoon off. Watching through the office windows to see if anybody coming. Men with dark shades and pieces of coiled wires in their ears, speaking into their wrists like this, watching to see what's happening. I was made to understand some flights were cancelled. People aren't traveling anymore because they don't know what is happening, right? What is going down? Yeah. Some people who are coming back to the US now going through London to come back. Hear this, folks. Today, Janice, is you? I think we go to a break. I think we can go to a break. Janice, is you? Today, the Department of Treasury, Office of Foreign Assets Control. You hear the name? There's a long name like Ashley. Minister within, with responsibility in the office of the president, by the graveyard, by the back alley. This office, the OFAC, sanctioned members of one of the wealthiest families in this country. And it's there. All the news broadcasting Nazir Mohammed and his son Azruddin Mohammed and their company Mohammed's Enterprise and the KRA's place and the other company. Yeah. And then you got me. A small fish. Lay a lash today because she wants to in a big pond. A big pond, me. Like the quarter bottle. Oh, sell yourself, the man. Here's what the people said. Sanctioned for the roles in public corruption in Guyana. How did Jack Jones see this coming? How did that fish up? They pick this up in his spirit. You know, feeling unwell for the last couple of days. I said, something happened here. You just know when something coming along the pipe. If your pores clean, you just know. Look, don't tell me you can't know. You just know. God damn it. Well, you don't know when something coming down the line. You don't know exactly what it is, but something is, I feel a little uneasy. Yeah, he's shaking around the glass. You know, something coming down, you ain't taking no chances. BHS, Sharon, you can see a leaf blow across you. Don't come for me today, devil. Don't do it. Back up yourself, if Simona Broom's voice. Sanction for the roles in public corruption. As I said, the two other entities, Hadi's World and Team Mohammed's Racing, owned and controlled, they say, by the Mohammed's Enterprise and Azruddin respectively. Y'all remember that whole essay that we saw in Reuters about this matter? Y'all remember that? Now, the father, Nazir Azruddin, he sits in the PPP. He's a counselor on the East Back. And he sits in the upper echelons of this country. Folks, let me tell you this. Granger might know. Who else might not have known? But Jagdio. Nothing moves in this country unless he says so under the tenure. Y'all can see? One man is giving the press conference. Many ministries, one man giving the press conference. Because he directed the show. So this runs right up to the top through Freedom House. It's a corrupt house. It's not Freedom House. And who vex? The corrupt. They are absolutely corrupt. So sanctions have come down now. Right? You could imagine you got guilty share just the other day. The same good governance lady, she had a whole conference talking about corruption and the measures they are taking. And if she see corruption right in the Congress and the PP, she can't recognize it. That is how Gail should know it's time to go. What May's into? You notice? The more trouble you get into, is the more you elevated in the PPP. That's your ticket, your passport. The more trouble you get in, is the more you can rise to the top. Hey, some of you said, Darmlal, the more trouble you get into, the other one, Vikram, he's supposed to that this place here, natural resources, doing his work. But the things we hearing, papa, the things we hearing, I ain't doing government work. You're wasting time. But we've been following this, folks. Mega Lash in June by the US government. She's now on leave with immediate effect. And we're going to wait to see what some of this really means. You see, they're telling us that this agency or these individuals and entities are sanctioned in pursuant to an executive order, and the numbers and all of that, which builds upon and implements the global, is it Minsky Human Rights Accountability Act that targets perpetrators of serious human rights abuses and corruption around the world. Yeah. Yep. Election time. A lot of people, I see people all kind of fancy vehicle. Oh, the way we were. The way we were. Every weekend, may go hunting. Huh? Every weekend, may on jet ski. She buy fancy bar. Pose up. Yeah. I said to me, I said, May girl, you got to choose. You want to be a sweet girl, a star girl, or you want to be a public servant? You got to pick your struggles. May you want to pick your struggle. And we've chronicled for you here if you've been hearing views of our show. You remember the rift? Huh? When boredness to come out abusing, you remember that? And right on this program here, sir, we examined a lot of things that were happening in that time. We heard a lot of scandals and corruption happening between the Guyana fire service, prison service, or what have you. And a lot of allegations. May name the calling. You tell me one thing, may name, not calling this country. Yep. We examined this right in this program. But apparently this was a small fries. Based on what this report is telling us, this probably was trading. Who knows? Depends on what, when you look at what the Department of Treasury, Office of Foreign Assets Control, telling us today. Sanctions, and we followed that. And when we saw this whole big thing between May and Boredness, we said, who got who on a leash? Who got who on a leash? Who answers to who? And what we learned was very telling. The head honcho, she was favored by Papa Jagabat. Yep. And while some tried to oust her over her conduct with the revocation of her passport, we have learned from actors within the state apparatus that because she is favored and sheltered, she had staying power up until now. Up until now. Now, the bottom of that, you see where the power comes down at the bottom there? Ashford on one side and May on one side. And Robeson can't catch himself till now, you know. He don't know your hand from your foot. He don't know one goddamn thing that happening right under his nose. He in charge of the whole police force. And no, but the Skadaki program they're watching. Tell me right under the nose, then seeing. No, it's Skadaki they're worried about. This Department of Treasury, Office of Foreign Assets Control, he ain't worried about Kadaki. He ain't worried about Kadaki. They're not worried about him. So we walked you through all of that, folks. I want to tell you something. The kind of things that going on here. You see, ain't going down without hi. a tarification. As a social media commentator used to say days gone by, it's not going down without his tarification. He knows everything. I remember election time. I started fun driving a big fancy SUV, bulletproof. I made you understand. And then when folks started asking, we hear it's borrowed thing, and who think it belonged to he right there in the whole miasma. And we had to clean up this country, or we bury our head in the sand, but we can't do both. You're either hot or you're cold. You can't be both. How come? Guyanese everywhere. The US seem to know more than happening right in this country. Who them pay this? Who them pay that? You think people could not pay taxes and something, gold declaration or something like that, and them boys don't know? You trying to tell me that? During COVID, I took a COVID test. I done disclosed location, just walked off the road. They tell you where the centers were. Walked up the road when they did a COVID test. Before I knew it was positive, they knew it. And you tell me they don't know who in the central exec of the people pushing cocaine, who am paying the duty and milk, who's smuggling chicken, building big house in region 6, big house in region. You tell me they don't know that? They're trying to make me something, but don't let them make me something, Guyanese. They're trying to make me something. You seem to know more. Even Trinidad knew we had a strain of COVID. Frank, how you know that, Rowley? Rowley said, passenger come through, we test them, and that's how we know, Frank. We actually do we walk on this side, unlike what happens here. You tell me they don't know? They're all wrapped up in it. Don't take no shadow boxing from them. They are all wrapped up. And Jack, you know exactly what is happening. This whole situation here. Because he name getting called. Told you of a big businessman affiliated with them. Pulled over quite recently. Did I tell you folks that? Pulled over quite recently by U.S. authorities coming back to Guyana. Question his linkages with Jack Neo. Watch for he next. Watch for he in the Department of Treasury, Office of Foreign Assets Control. Watch them. You tell me Jack Neo, them don't know what happened in this country. No. Anything else? No. I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that. You know nobody doing big business in this country. Under the PPP. Who's not sanctioned by the PPP? And I'm referring to the PPP. When we speak, we spoke. Good folks. When we speak, we spoke. And so that is what they're telling us here. Sanctions. We saw the passport revoked. Clearly, they didn't take warning. You had to come back through the US from Britain from China. And you're going down, right? You're gone out like and chat. It's only time. It's only time. Here the authority said. Here the authority says. Today's actions, this is the sanctions imposed now, underscores our commitment, this is the office, our commitment to holding accountable those who seek to exploit Guyana's underdeveloped gold sector for personal gains, said Under Secretary of the Treasury of Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, Brian Nelson. You see what's happening at Isenaru? Our indigenous brothers and sisters on their own land, title land, and they can't mine it because Jagdio and the cabal, they've inserted miners there. You see? Tastawini, Chinese London, it's another area. This is happening. This very issue. Millions, billions in gold But our indigenous brothers are pushed aside. Their own land. Others come in and mine. You heard what this office said? All you hear what the Department of Treasury's Office for Foreign Assets Control said? You overstand what it said? Today's actions underscores our commitment to holding accountable those who would seek to exploit Guyana's underdeveloped gold sector for personal gains. All you better take warning. All you better take warning. And look, it's not them alone. It's not this Office of Foreign Assets and so on. They said that these actions were conducted in coordination with Homeland Security Investigations New York, right? It's one long name. Homeland Security Investigations New York Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force, the OCDETF, Strike Force, Diplomatic Security Service, Customs and Border Protection. I think they're giving me a hint here. Diplomatic Security Services involved here? Like some things making it in the diplomatic pouch. Ouch. So mega lash in June by the US authorities. Oh, it's a sad saga. It's a sad saga. This is what they're telling us. Here's what the government said. Here's what the government said. The government of Guyana has taken careful note of a press conference released, a press release rather, issued by the United States Department of Treasury, June 11, which informed of 3 Guyanese nationals and entities being sanctioned by the department's Office of Foreign Assets Control. Based on information referenced in the press release, the Ministry of Finance and relevant statutory agencies, including the Guyana Revenue Authority, will be requesting additional information on the matters highlighted. Like the Americans say, hey, take the whole file. Bring it back when you're done. So they're requesting this additional information on the matters highlighted with a view of aiding local law enforcement. With a view of aiding local law enforcement agencies so they can put Hickens on this. They can put Hickens and the boys on this one to investigate. If you can't even investigate Jack, you till they're like, no. What we see in the living room there. In Planoville 3. You can't investigate here yet. You can't investigate Darmeland properly yet. The Americans can aid with the local enforcement. Robeson? Give me a break. Give me a break. That's what they said. They go on. The government of Guyana takes very seriously the claims contained in the press release. Yeah. You didn't take seriously since your visa get revoked. And they go on to say that they will continue to engage the relevant U.S. entities on these matters. I like Nicole, Terrio. Oh, she's smiling with them, attending the functions, drinking the drinks. But she'll lock and chatting with them. She'll lock and chatting. She'll know when we're coming down the pipeline. She'll know we're coming down. Here, the government of Guyana will continue to work with the United States government on all matters of mutual interest, including the respect for the rule of law. Who write this? I don't know who write it. Including the respect for the rule of law and order. Give us a break. Give us a break. Folks, that's going to do it for a time here. That's a time. Give us a break. That's some other things I want to touch on. Give us a break. That's our time this evening. The Senegal Master Plan for Silicon City. But you can't see it yet. Silicon City halfway, 3/4 way finished. But you can't see it yet. Give us a break. More accidents on the roadways. The quarantine. Quite recently, motorcyclist lost his life. My God. My God. They're telling us the state agents, those representing us on the ICJ or border controversy issue, met today both Guyana and Venezuela on the request of the president of the ICJ. Yeah, that happening too. A bit of nice time, folks. A bit of nice time. Right? Teacher refused bail. Teacher Sharon McCurda, not recently with a quantity of marijuana. You know, when I read this story, I said, what age group should teach? You know, if you teach a certain age group, you might need something. The chair, moderation, but if you can't do the time, please and thank you. Don't do the crime. When we speak, we spoke. Look, this Dominica's we and marijuana, 1,000 packets. 1,000 packets. I wonder which originated from. I wonder, folks. The closer. The closer. A man's lashing the PPP. They said the women of the PPP sit down quiet in the face of abuse. Take a look, good folks. The closer, take a listen.
Member of Parliament Amanzo Walton this year said in a radio interview today that her passion is for every Guyanese to enjoy a good life.
I can't accept that with a country of less than 1 million people, with all of the wealth and the resources that we have, that children have to go to bed hungry, that teachers can't have a livable wage. I refuse to accept that. What joy or glory is there in having one Guyanese suffer whilst another prospers? Those things don't compute in my mind, and so I can't accept it. I can't accept that the wealth of Guyana is only for a few. I can't accept that our teachers have to worry about how they feed their families and then go to school to teach our children who are the future. I can't accept that public servants can't have a livable wage in a country that has $1 trillion budget.
She questioned how people can accept that teachers of Guyana being paid second to Haiti. She said that her drive is to see better for all Guyanese.
In this country, in this world, it is becoming more globalized. Guyanese, whether you're Indo-Guyanese, Afro-Guyanese, Indigenous Guyanese, are at risk of being marginalized in our own country.
She also commented on the abuse faced by her fellow members of Parliament. Male members on the government side have hurled some scathing abuse at the women on the opposition benches. In the face of such abuse, the women on the government benches remained silent.
I continue to be disappointed by the reaction of my female colleagues, particularly my female colleagues on the other side. The abuse of women, hurling of the crassest remarks has no place in our National Assembly. Their inability to speak up, however, is indicative of a far more serious malady in our society.
Ms. Walton Desir said that this failure to speak up is due to the political culture to the wagon, regardless of what the situation is.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. And this is not me being naive, but it is about me understanding that you, at some point in time, have to stand for something. And so if, as a female member, you are unable to speak up about the abuse of a sister, somebody's wife, somebody's mother, and you do not have the strength of character to speak up and to say, no, you are my colleague, but you are wrong for this, and I'm calling you out. If you don't have the strength of character to do that, then you ought not to be a leader.
She said that women cannot lose their empathy.
A leader who is planning for the future from both PNC and Guyana.
A leader that will take everybody forward, united.
A leader who's prepared to work for the people.
Is a manza for me.
Is a manza for me.
Is a manza for me. That was a paid political ad.
Remember?
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. At this end, that's our time. And that's our program. Stay safe. We're going to see you guys back on the next one. Good folks, stay safe and have a fantastic rest of the evening. It's a privilege being here with each and every one of you. We're out for now, folks. We are out for now.